So this is Goku's explanation as to why he's got an illegitimate son with a Kaioshin. And that is that after Planet Yardrat, he actually stopped on a different planet, and that is where he met West Kai, who obviously was going under an alias. And then she fed him a huge feast, a lot of food, and he got so full he passed out. She then sneakily went up to his neck, cut open his neck, took some blood, and that is the genetic material that she used to make Xicor. Okay, I'm not believing this shit. Vegeta, you can believe it, but my man Master Roshi over here, he knows the truth.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
The plan to seal up Xicor into the Z-Sword seems to have failed up until it's not. It looks like Gohan's valiant attempt to pick up the Z-Sword and challenge Xicor was only a ruse to get Zycor's attention on Gohan alone, because Dende came out of nowhere and healed up the Supreme Kai so they can finish the ritual, and then Xicor is sealed in the Z-Sword. And after she loses her baby boy, the West Kai goes crazy and starts trying to take people out left and right, even challenging the Prince of all L's so he can catch one more L before he passes out. But one last play from Android 17's playbook for our Supreme Kai puts an end to the West Kai's reign of terror and cements our Supreme Kai as the MVP of Dragon Ball AF. The Kaioshin's death is felt throughout the entire universe and even all the way up to the realm of the dragons where Goku is. Now before Goku can process what's going on, we as an audience don't get a chance to breathe because we have Nova Shenron in the flesh here to take Goku and Pikkon to the Shadow Dragon Palace. All the Shadow Dragons that they had defeated in GT are all living here in the realm of the dragons. It was like they were set free and now they're here, and I don't know what their status is. I don't know what their whole situation is here. I don't know what they do, but they're all here, and so is Omega Shenron, and he's the one that's going to give Goku the lowdown on what's going on planet Earth. I gotta say, this concept of all the Shadow Dragons still being alive, but in the realm of dragons, along with Porunga, along with Shenlong, it's just so fucking lit. I can't even stand it. This is amazing. I love the inclusion of these Shadow Dragons, and some of the humor between Goku and some of these Shadow Dragons, it's superb. I love this. Before our heroes can taste any sort of victory, the Z-Sword actually ends up cracking, and then the Elder Kai tells them that, yeah, this guy's only going to be locked up for a month before the Z-Sword actually breaks and he's released again, that the plan that they had in place is only temporary. They got to figure out a different way to come at this and defeat Xicor once and for all. So Xicor actually didn't lose, he actually won this fight, and they just postponed the inevitable. And I think if he does come out, he's going to be even more pissed off because his mom is dead. So immediately after this, plan B is to bring back Goku, and Vegeta gets upset with the rest of them. Like, Goku left because he wanted to leave the Earth in our hands, and the first real threat that comes to Earth, we're trying to rely on Goku. We're trying to do what Goku didn't want us to do and try to bring him back. And I completely agree with Vegeta. I mean, Goku has had his W's. He's gone through all the sagas. He's been through his trials and tribulations. Let the man rest, for God's sakes. And these guys, I mean, the first chance they get to actually make themselves better, improve, go into hyperbolic time chamber, especially Trunks, who hasn't trained yet for like the longest time. That's the reason he was no match or didn't really do anything against the fight with Xicor. Then these characters should have been at a better standing if they would have been trained this whole time, but they're not. And still, they're still crying for Goku. They still want Goku to come and save them. So I completely agree with Vegeta's stance on this, but they're still pushing the narrative that they need need to bring Goku back, or at least have Goku. Here's a better solution. Instead of having Goku, which is what the Kaioshin and they all kind of agree on, is instead of having Goku come back and fight Xicor, because they don't even think that Goku's strong enough, they think that Goku should come back, or at least be able to talk to Xicor for a little bit, because all this was a big misunderstanding, because the West Kai had told Xicor that Goku was the strongest in the universe and that Xicor was the rightful heir to his throne, or whatever throne that Xicor and the West Kai thought that Goku held. But Goku is not like that at all. So if Goku talks to Xicor, maybe he can do some Naruto talk no jutsu and get Xicor onto the Z Force, the Z Fighter, similar to what Goku's also done in the past with other characters. So I like this plan better, to have Goku just talk to Xicor. I kind of want to see what that conversation's about. Maybe Xicor is going to be upset that Goku wasn't there to raise him. I don't know what the situation is going to be. I haven't read the rest of this fan manga, but this is going to be fun, and I like the direction they're going with. But here's the thing. Goku is essentially now a shadow dragon, or he's one of the dragons in this realm of dragons. He was fused with Shenlong. So to get Goku down onto Earth, they need to summon him. And the Dragon Balls for Earth are inert. They are going to be inert for 1,000 years until they gain more light. So what they decide to do, or at least the Elder Kai brings this up, and to me this is incredibly suspicious. This is just almost too much like Dragon Ball Super. And I know this came out way before Super, but I'm telling you right now, Toriyama and Toyotaro, if Toyotaro had no say in it, but maybe Toriyama did, they pulled so many concepts out of Dragon Ball AF into Dragon Ball Super. It's insane, because this one is literally pulled right out of it. I mean, they have all these quote-unquote coincidences that they don't pass anymore, especially this one. So in order to get the light back into the Dragon Balls, they need to find a race of light, and there are only a few chosen races of light in the universe. So okay, all right, that's interesting. I was actually thinking, like, who are they gonna be? Are they gonna be the Namekians? You know, we're gonna find a race that we don't know. And then the other guy's like, no, the Saiyans are the race of light. Okay, should have seen that coming, whatever. And so what do they need to do? They need 7 Saiyans that can turn into Super Saiyans to hold a Dragon Ball and put their energy into the Dragon Ball to make the Dragon Ball stop being inert, to give them back their juice. That way they can go ahead and summon Goku, and Goku can talk no jutsu to Xicor. Okay, that plan sounds good if I was just reading this like back in 2010 or something, but now that I know the Super Saiyan God ritual, where you need these Saiyans to kind of go in a circle, put their light in one more Saiyan and all that, it just seems way too close to that. I just can't separate it anymore. Now I'm thinking that, yeah, this is dead on. They took shit from Dragon Ball AF, which is fine, I guess, but let's just call it what it is. This is how Dragon Ball fan mangas influence the Dragon Ball fandom and just Dragon Ball in general, 110%. The only difference is here that we need these Saiyans to go into Super Saiyan, and they only have 6 of them here. And then they're worried about Pan and Bra, that they can't turn to Super Saiyan, so this plan is dead in the water. But then we get the revelation, like, oh no, Pan and Bra, they can go into Super Saiyan. They've been training on their own. So okay, fine, we got them, but now we're still missing a Super Saiyan. We don't only have 6, we need 7. So this is the big conundrum of this chapter. And so far, I gotta say, this chapter is by far the best Dragon Ball AF chapter in the whole series as of right now. From what I've been reading, this one has so much into it, so much lore, so much excitement, so much hype. Even this whole scene where they're all kind of talking about plans and discussing plans inside this jet, it reminded me so much of the Cell Saga, where they used to do this sort of thing. So I love the way that this manga is going. They decide to go on planet Namek and summon the dragon Porunga from there to grant these wishes. And of course they grant the normal wishes, everybody that Xicor killed and everybody be healed up, the planet to be healed up, all those normal wishes to kind of undo the damage that the evildoer has done in the previous fight. But they wanted to wish back Goku, and this is far beyond the power of the dragon. So it definitely shows that Goku isn't one of those characters that can come right away. And so it adds the stakes to this manga. It makes them even higher and even greater, because now we cannot rely on Goku for real reasons, because he is stuck in this realm and we can only summon him down like a dragon. He is basically a dragon, and we have to summon him with the Dragon Balls. I love this. And so they're all thinking, okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, they start talking about another Saiyan that they had met in the past, bringing in these movies into canon, sort of. And I mean, the fact that Broly, the movie, comes out in a couple weeks, for us anyway, here in the US, for me, as of the making of this video, and that Broly is such a big thing right now, and that they decided to bring Broly back. That is the last wish. They want to bring Broly back to life. And this is Goten and Trunks talking about this, because they're the ones that met Broly before. And maybe they can talk to him and have him help them out to save the universe. And maybe Broly on his own could fight Xicor. This is the most hyped chapter. I've read other chapters and other Dragon Ball fan mangas recently, but I gotta say, this is one of the most hype ones. It's not the best one, but it's definitely the most hype. There's so much hype going into this, so much different things happening, so many characters being revealed, so much lore being revealed. I really gotta give it to the creators that they've done such a great job with this. This is awesome, man. And so they gotta revive Broly. They do, and then they're like, wait, where's Broly? Oh, he got killed on Earth. He's back on Earth. We need to go back to Earth before he destroys it, because Broly is still a psychopathic maniac, and maybe he comes back better, maybe he comes back with more control. But at the end of this chapter, we see that he is back, and he's ready to, I don't know if he's gonna go crazy, he's gonna destroy the Earth, or he's gonna be on board with the plan. I want to see what the talk is between these characters. I want to see what their dialogue is, and I want to see Broly fuck some shit up. The original Broly, OG Broly, fight Xicor, you know, the rest of the villains, maybe Shadow Dragons at some point. I don't know. This is crazy. I, for one, am in love with Dragon Ball AF. The last two chapters, like I said, were pretty fun, pretty interesting, pretty good stuff. And this one just takes the cake. This is amazing. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of Dragon Ball AF Chapter 3. As always, I'm going to have a link to the chapter in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and read it for yourselves. A lot of different little tidbits that I didn't add in here because I'm trying to not make this video like 30 minutes long. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like Dragon Ball fan mangas, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way you know when I drop videos. I don't normally try to plug the sub button and notification bell, but I'm my best promoter, I guess, and I'm extremely hyped because that's what this chapter did. It made me so hyped. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.